Are you someone who is working on credit department, or are you interested in learning the credit in banking sector? Then this video is a must for you. Why? Because in this video we are going to learn on Tandon committee recommendations on working capital assessment. And trust me, by watching this video you will be able to clear all your concepts of Tandon committee and how we appraise the working capital assessment under this method. This we are also going to appreciate with the help of an example. So as I said, let us start with the Tandon committee recommendations on working capital assessment. So hi guys, my name is Rahul Srivastav and let us start the episode 6 of the series of our video. So first and foremost, we need to understand what does Tandon committee recommends on working capital assessment. So it says that assessment of credit should be linked with level of operations and activity of enterprise, which in turn says that promoters should bring in minimum margin and bank should fund only the residual portion. How we are going to appreciate in our further slides. So let me also make you clear one thing, that Tandon committee says that bankers should act as a supplement resource only. In other words, banking fund should not be the core fund. The core fund should come from where? The core fund should come from promoters margin and then from other liabilities like trade creditors and other current liabilities. So let us understand first this with the help of a diagram. So as I said earlier, under Tandon committee there are three methods. What are those three methods? Let us learn each one of them one by one. So the first method says that if you have a current assets and current liabilities or other current liabilities, then the difference of the two would be working capital gap. Likewise, in the second method also we have the same concept, and in the third method also we have the same concept. But where lies the difference? So please concentrate that under first method, when you got the working capital gap, the Tandon committee recommendation under first method says that promoters should bring in 25% of the working capital gap as margin. I repeat, 25% of the working capital gap as margin will be bring in by the promoters, and the residual portion or the balance will be funded as the cash credit loan. But under second method, it says that 25% will be bring in by the promoters, but that 25% would not be of working capital gap, it would be of current assets. I repeat, it would be of current assets as you can see here, and the residual portion would be funded in by the banking in the form of cash credit loan. While the third method says that 25% would be brought in by the promoter, but it should not be working capital gap or current assets, but it should be the difference between current assets and the core current assets. And the residual portion would be, as I said earlier, would be funded in the form of cash credit loan. Now let us understand this entire concept with the help of an example which will make your concept more crystal clear. So let us move into our third slide, which now please concentrate over here as we are going to apprise with the help of example. Now as I said earlier, there are three methods: method 1, method 2 and method 3. Now under this we'll take three scenarios: scenario 1, scenario 2 and scenario 3. Now we'll assume that different parameters under these three scenarios. So let us suppose that current assets in all the three scenarios be 100, 100 and 100. Likewise, let us suppose current liabilities in all the three cases be 40, 40, 40. Now, what would be the working capital gap? So, working capital gap is nothing but the difference between the current assets and the current liabilities. So, working capital gap would be 60 in the first case, same for second scenario and for third scenario. Now, in the third diagram in our earlier slide, we have learned that the 25% of the margin had to be brought in by promoters, but it should be in the form of current assets minus core current assets. Clear? But here let us suppose that core current assets, in the first scenario it is not applicable, in the second scenario it is not applicable, in the third scenario let us assume it be 20. Now, as I said earlier, margin has to be brought in by the promoter. So, in the first scenario, what would be the margin? Take your 2 minutes and give me the answer. Got your answer? Okay. So, the margin in the first case would be 15. Likewise, in the second case, the margin would be 25. And for the third case, what would be the margin? Yes, the margin would be 20. Now, how this margin has come? So, the 15 has come as we have appreciated that 25% of the margin has to be brought in from the working capital gap. So, 25% of working capital gap. So, 25% of 60, which comes down to 15 rupees. And for second scenario, we have 25% of current assets. What is current assets? 100. So, 25% of 100. So, it comes down to 25. And in the third scenario, it comes down to 25% of current assets minus core current liabilities, so which means 100 minus 20, which means 80. So 25% of 80 comes down to 20. So you can see here that scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3 gives you the answer, different answers. Now, when Tandon committee gave its recommendation to the Reserve Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India said that first method is very stringent and third method is very liberal and first method is very stringent. So we should rely more on second method, and as such most of the banks generally give loans under second scenario of Tandon committee recommendations, which comes down to 25 rupees. That means the 25% has to be brought in by the current assets. So when you will calculate the maximum permissible banking finance, then it comes for first scenario as 45. For second scenario, tell me the answer. Yes, it would be nothing but 35, and for third scenario it would be 20. Now you tell me how this 45 has come. So 60 minus 15. 60 minus 15 would be nothing but 45, and here 60 minus 25 would be nothing but 35, and here 60 minus 20, 60 minus 20 and minus 20 would be nothing but 20, because maximum permissible banking finance is nothing but working capital gap minus core current assets and minus margin. So if we will further apply, then current ratio would come for the first scenario to be 1.18, for second scenario it would come down to 1.33, and for third scenario it would come down to 1.67, and for us we would take the benchmark as 1.33 as current ratio for scenario 2 under working capital assessment for Tandon committee recommendations. So I hope this concept was clear to you. Thank you for watching the video, and if you like the video, please help me by liking the video and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for latest updates. Stay home, stay safe, take care.